So in the previous class, we had seen that image enhancement can be done via two domains. One, I do in spatial domain where I manipulate the pixels directly, or the other, I modify the frequency transform and I work on the frequency domain of the image. We have started with spatial domain transformations, wherein we had seen that transformation can be done by two ways. One, either you do point processing where you directly do transformation on the pixel itself, or other you work on the neighbors of the pixel and then you try to apply the combination or combined transform through the neighbors on the pixel that you want to work on. So that is neighborhood processing. And so far we had studied single pixel transforms like image negative, power law transformation, log transformation. So in today's class we are going to discuss about bit level splicing. So what we do over here is every pixel, suppose it is a 8-bit image, then every pixel would be represented by 8 bits. And if I talk about all those 8 bits for all the pixels in my image, I can split it into image planes. And those planes, if I start from LSB calling it as plane 1, then I reach all the way till MSB, which would be my plane 8. So what we do is that we would be slicing the planes, we would be slicing the bits into 8 different planes, and we would try to extract information from the plane. So we would see that which of the plane is actually important, or where is my information actually being comprised, which planes contribute to maximum part of the information. After that we would study about histogram, which is nothing but a graphical representation of the pixel values or the gray intensity levels and the number of pixels which are having those gray intensity levels. So we will see why that histogram is important, and how does a histogram look for a low contrast image or an overexposed image, or a image that was which is underexposed, right? And what will happen if I have a perfectly balanced image in terms of contrast ratio. So we'll study the different types of histograms, how they are affecting the visualization of my image, and then we would be studying histogram normalization. Later on in the next class we would be studying about histogram equalization. So I will see you in the class then.